Hey guys, just got back from the gym. Oh, okay. Icy hot. Because, yeah, I needed it. Shoulder's getting better, but it's still a little painful. And uh, today was leg day. Usually it's shoulder and legs, but no, we're not doing any shoulders until this heals up. I tore my trapezius. So this muscle right in here, I'll already do it this way and show you. This is right here is your trapezius. And it's the shape of it is like this. And what I did was I took it and went. And that was not a pleasant feeling. And it sounded like tearing meat. Because that's what it is. It tore. My meat tore. And yeah, that was in November. I'm really struggling to get it to do its job. But it takes patience. What I really wanted to talk to you guys about, one more thing. I have to brag up on my gym today. I moved more than the weight of an adult blue whale with my legs. 128,000 pounds with my glutes. Well, a little bit of help for my hammies. And then, hold on a second. It's not showing me, so I don't care. 250,000 or some just ginormous amount that was legs. So we got quads, hammies, and calves. And all those bad boys did their job. And I'm in quite a bit of pain, and oh my God, that feels good. Oh, my hamstrings are not happy. I'm sorry, guys. What I'm actually wanting to talk about today, though, is not my gym, but it's fun to talk about the gym. My pre-workout has got me right now. It's called I Am God, and yeah, it's all the caffeine. But I want to talk about what it's like being gay and being in an automotive factory and in management. Because this all put together is entertaining sometimes. So most of the time it's good. Like right now where I work, and I work in the sticks, right, of South Central Indiana. And you know what kind of trouble I get into at work? None. Nobody cares. It's really weird. I would suspect that there would be a lot of like homophobic bullshit, but there isn't. And the couple people that I've had that I really question whether or not they liked me, turns out that it was my personality that was bothering them. And then they figured out what it is that I'm doing. And then they stopped being concerned about it because of all the people that they were dealing with, I was one that was fixing stuff for them. My way of presenting myself is a little different, and they weren't used to it because INFJs are like 0.3% of the population, of the male population. That's really low. So meeting one like me, and I've met one and we're really cool, is interesting because you don't know how to take us because everybody expects that face value is incorrect. So I'll just give you a couple examples of the fun that is me. I went to one of my customers and we were looking at this is a former job, we made wheels. So we made aluminum cast and stamped wheels. And I walk in and there's like, okay, you need to go through all of these and tell us what's wrong with them. And then, we'll go from there and we'll have them sent to your plants. So I walk in and this guy decided he's going to be a dick. And I said, so where is the restroom? He says, well, and he told me how to get there. And this was a Chrysler plant. It's the size of, I can't even tell you, it's hundreds of acres underneath a roof. And you're walking quarter mile. You go a quarter mile that way and you turn left and you go about 3/4 of a mile and you're going to see this like weird building out in the middle of nowhere and the bathrooms are in there. I'm like, what the hell? These things are ginormous. I just don't understand. But so he tells me how to get there and he says, but if you get there and there's a whole bunch of people in there, just walk up to somebody, stand next to them, and while you're peeing, say, hey, nice penis. And I looked at him like, okay, dude, you're being a dick. But whatever. So I get there, I go to the restroom, I come back, but I got a piece of paper with me. I ripped off a piece of toilet paper. And I come back and I folded it up in a nice little thing. And I walked up to his desk and I handed him it. He says, what's this? I said, the phone number I got with the pickup line you gave me. And everybody started laughing. It was awesome. Deadpan dude, do it deadpan. And they just busted a gut. And the guy turned beet red and realized that he was being a dick. That was awesome. Mostly what I got out of it was most people figure out you're gay and they try to put you down. And yeah, try that. It'll go over well. Trust me, because no, I can stand my ground. I am really good at standing my ground. My current job, though, they love me. There's no issue. We have a group, one of my buddies used to call it the alphabet mafia, LGBTQ mafia. But yeah, it doesn't run that way. That sounds much cooler than it is. There's a couple gay people that are out. There's a lot that are in the closet. There's a lot, and I mean a lot, it's creepy, that are married to the opposite sex, but then, out in the world trying to, get the D or whatever they're into. It's not appropriate. You shouldn't cheat on your spouse. Maybe it's just me, but you shouldn't do that. So there's a couple supervisors. There's a couple team leads. It's really cool. There's a couple ladies that work on work in the factory on presses that, oh my God, they're so much fun to talk to. As far as they don't care. And in fact, I sit there and I'm like, yeah, I have a date this weekend. They're like, oh, what's he like? Can you show me a picture? And I pull up my phone. I'm like, this is what he looks like. And they're like, oh my God, he's so cute. Why do you always get the cute ones? And I'm like, I don't know. And I sit there and I talk to them, and they all sit there and go, why haven't you figured out you're good looking? I'm like, because when I go to approach a guy, he looks at me like I'm on crack, he's scared of me, and I don't understand. I don't know what I'm projecting into the world, but it's not, I'm a nice guy, and I'm a dateable person. And they're like, yeah, you might be going after the wrong guys. Probably am. Who knows? I'm not gonna dwell on that too much. But, my management loves me. I don't know why. It's because I'm funny as shit. I'm joking about not knowing why. I walk into a meeting, you get this, you gotta picture this. There's like 20 people in the room. And my boss is like, okay, we're gonna go over this VIM. VIM is like a corrective action. It's Valio talk. And walk in, he says, we're gonna go over this VIM, but I'm gonna have AJ present it. But he uses my real name, not AJ. AJ is what I'm called, it's my nickname. And it works, so we're good. AJ's going to present. I'm like, okay, so the only reason why Todd had me come up here and give this presentation is because you won't yell at me because I'm good looking. Everybody starts laughing. I said, what? That's not funny. Don't laugh at me. And then they laugh some more because apparently I'm funny. Maybe looking, acting, smelling, but I'm still funny. It's all good. Everybody seems to take everything in stride. There's not a lot of people putting me down. I don't get anybody putting me down. They usually laugh. Usually they ask questions, but they're really innocent questions. It's not like, well, so who's on top and who's on bottom? It's like, no, they don't ask that. They're like, oh, so you're dating a guy? Yep. Is he nice? Does he treat you well? Because somebody should treat you well, because you're a nice guy. And I'm like, somebody should treat me well. I am a nice guy. I'm not understanding why I'm in this position in the world. Yeah. So that's what my life is like as automotive factory working management. I can walk up to people and tell them, stop screwing around, do your job. They laugh at me because I'm not usually, if I'm joking around and I'm deadpan, they laugh. If I walk up and I'm actually angry and asking really blunt questions, they know that is professional AJ, and you need to stop and listen to what I'm saying and answer the questions exactly the way you need to, exactly the way I'm asking them. And it's good to have that balance. I would never date anybody I work with. I don't want anything to do with anybody I work with as far as romantic, because that's a nightmare. I'm watching that pan out right now at work with a straight couple, and we're going to see how that pans out for them. But Anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about. Hopefully, you got a little bit of insight. I'm just a fountain of like really weird, fun stories at work. I could go into a bunch of them. I might later, but right now I'm gonna sign off. I love you guys. I love you, dude. Have a good one.